KTBB Friday Morning News Time, 7:51. Garth, the whole crew, and joining us on Friday, as he does every Friday at this time, is KTBB owner, General Manager Paul Gleiser with You Tell Me. What's on your mind, sir?
Good morning, Garth. We are sponsored by KE Cellars, Tyler's Old World-style boutique winery in the French Quarter on South Broadway, across from the mall. An update before we get started on the KTBB World Tour to London and the English countryside, November 19th. Here's the question. If not now, when? The unbelievable all-inclusive price of just $22.99 per person will never be seen again. This deal is just that good. Join this trip and you will see Stonehenge, Salisbury Cathedral, an original copy of the Magna Carta, and you'll spend 2 nights in a 19th century castle. You'll visit Liverpool, Chester, I loved Chester, Sudley Castle, and Shakespeare's Stratford-on-Avon. We wind up in London, where we've arranged a special tour of the Tower of London, among other things, and where you'll see the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. You'll do all of this and more at the unbelievable and unrepeatable price of just $22.99 per person, double occupancy, and that price includes very nearly everything. So like I say, if not now, when? To learn more and to book your seats, go to ktbb.com/world tour. The 1978 season was going badly for the New York Yankees. Coming off a World Series win the season before, nothing was working by the following July. Individual members of the team were at each other's throats. Owner George Steinbrenner and Billy Martin, the manager, were feuding in public. On July 19th, the Yankees were in 4th place, 14 games behind the Boston Red Sox. They were, for all intents, finished for the season. In what came to be called the greatest comeback ever, the Yankees pulled it together in the second half. Billy Martin was replaced by Bob Lemon. Lemon was able to get the players to stop acting as individuals and come together as a team. Good things began to happen. From July 20th through the last day of the season, the Yankees went 51-21, a winning percentage of .708. to erase the Boston lead in a single-game, tie-breaking playoff in Boston, trailing 2-0 in the 7th. Bucky Dent had a 3-run shot over the Green Monster at Fenway Park to give the Yankees the American League East. The Bombers would go on to win the World Series in 6 against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The oldest baby boomer was 32 years old that summer. The youngest was 14. I lift up the greatest comeback ever in the hope that it might inspire us baby boomers, because we need a comeback of our own. We're on the cusp of becoming the first generation in American history to consume more wealth than we created. Put less than delicately, we have pissed away our inheritance. And such an inheritance it was. The bridges, the highways, the telephone system, the electric grid, the energy industry, the auto industry, the banks, the airlines, a man on the moon. The streets, the great public buildings, our schools, our churches, our symphony halls, and quite literally almost all the things we take for granted were built through the hard work and thrift of our parents, left to us in the greatest generational bequest in all of history. Our folks left us a proud, successful, solvent, functioning country. We, for our part, are about to leave our kids the crumbling remnants of what our parents built, together with an overdrawn checking account and a stack of unpaid bills. This is why I bring up the 1978 New York Yankees. That 1978 Yanks team proved that late-season rallies happen. We need one. The debate over raising the debt ceiling is our opportunity for a late-season save. It's time for us baby boomers to stand up and admit that we have been spendthrifts. While we still matter, it's time for us to take the lead in demanding actual, tangible reductions in federal spending and dramatic, meaningful modifications to entitlements such as Social Security and Medicare. It's time to admit that we converted massive equity into massive debt and to accordingly swear off debt. This is our last shot to save the baby boomer season. Come together as a generation, as the 1978 Yankees came together as a team, and insist on a new national ethic of fiscal responsibility and restraint, and we boomers will be remembered for our late-season comeback. But fail to do these things, and we will go down as a generation of self-indulgent, self-absorbed wastrels, worthy of posterity's contempt. That's my word. What's yours? Go to youtellmetexas.com and you tell me. I am well known by my friends and through these commercials as a red wine guy. My default wine is almost always a nice Cabernet. But when it's 100 degrees day in and day out, I need something cool, which is why I grabbed the bottle of 2010 Keepersol Texas Vit that was in my fridge the other night and cracked it open. At that moment, my beloved cab went on summer holiday. The Keepersol Texas Vit is delightfully cool and refreshing. It offers just the right sweetness, and it works best when it's well chilled. How chilled? Well, if you're really, really hot, you can pour it over ice. Now, test me on this. Visit KE Cellars and tell them I said to pour you a taste of the Keepersol Texas Vit, and tell them I said that the nominal $1 tasting fee is on me. You can do this because KE Cellars is a working winery with a tasting room. Try any wine in the collection before you buy it. You simply cannot make a mistake. KE Cellars, Tyler's old world-style boutique winery in the French Quarter on South Broadway across from the mall, and online at KECellars.com.